everybody, are we ready? All right. I am going to call our Tuesday, January 18th council meeting to order. Sherry, will you take the roll, please?
Pash.
No.
Okay. Went. Here. Ritten.
Here.
Bartz.
Here.
Licht.
Here.
Wagner.
Here.
Schmid.
Here.
Wetzel.
Present.
Bromline.
Here.
Very good. If you would please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right, the first item on our agenda is the minutes of the council meeting from January 4th. Comments or questions on those? I feel like I just look at Alderman Bartz now to see if he's got anything. No? Moving on. All right. Comments and suggestions from citizens present is our next item. Looking around the room, it looks like it's 99% of the fire department and Officer Heimerl.
Only takes one of them.
Is anyone online, would anyone online like to comment? I think our online callers are city team members, as far as I can tell. All right, we do have another opportunity at the end of the meeting as well. We have no public hearings, so we have committee reports. You have the Finance Committee of December 28th and January 10th, and Public Works from January 11th. Comments or questions on any of those? All right. We have no old business, so then let's go to communications and recommendations. I'm going to wait on this first item just to see if Alderperson Pash hops on. So let's go to committee appointments. Do we have any in your packets for this evening? Seeing none?
I didn't
Okay.
see any.
Then, let's go to employee recognition. We will do our employee recognition of Alderman Pash later, but why don't we get started with those in attendance? I've passed out the flyers already, and I don't have a list in my packet. We can jot that down of who they are. So why don't I ask Chief Kaminsky, can you rattle off the two that I handed you that aren't present, and then we can?
I've got 3 total.
Okay.
2 that aren't here are Evan Bresser for 5 years with the police department, and Stacy Schroeder with 20 years with the police department.
Awesome. And then we'll invite you up.
Sure.
Perfect.
Rob, come on up here. My third one tonight is for Officer Rob Heimerl. Rob's been with us for 10 years, so I went through his personnel file, which I haven't looked at in forever. So here's a few things about Rob. Rob's an FTO for our department, a bike officer, a less lethal instructor, a pepper ball instructor, a fitness instructor. He's a member of our crowd control team, a member of our entry team, a proud graduate of UW Oshkosh, cum laude, which I didn't even know. So Rob was in the United States Marine Corps from 2008 until 2011 when he was discharged honorably at the rank of captain, and then was in the Ready Reserve for another four years or so. And Rob was deployed to Afghanistan one time while he was active duty with the United States Marine Corps. Rob's married, he's got a young daughter, probably about a year old.
Yep, young.
Yep, pretty young. All I know is he holds her, so I know he's pretty young. So, looking back in Rob's personnel file, one of your commanders in Afghanistan said Rob is the most honest, sincere, and forthright people I've ever met or worked with. So, I would have to agree with that. So, congratulations, Rob, on 10 years with us.
Picture for
Oh,
Jordan.
Jordan's got it, okay. One more time. I'll let Jordan get the picture. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
I'll just say I did my, you don't have to stand up there unless you really love to. I hate it, so feel free. I did a ride-along with Officer Heimerl, and it was very informative, very busy, and a really good experience. He was very, very good at explaining to me everything that was going on, and I never really knew how much dispatch did and how many things happened in the course of just one stop that you think is for the easiest of things, and it's not. So it was a tremendous experience for me, and I gained a lot of knowledge from it. So if you're ever interested, good one to ride with. So thank you. All right, we have a few from the police, from the fire department. So Chief, you want to come on up?
So we had three that'll be getting their years of service tonight. First one would be Josh Brandt. He has 5 years of service. He's unable to make it tonight. The next would be Andrea Peters, who's celebrating 10 years. Well, Andrea, it's hard to believe it's been 10 years already. It just seems like not too long ago that you just started at the Watertown Fire Department. I want to say that since Andrea has been here, she has made a big impact with the fire department and all that she has done. She's a dedicated worker that is willing to take on many tasks, and one is often that works past her assigned hours or even on weekends just to get things complete without worrying for any extra compensation. Andrea takes care of the fire department and the city of Watertown, is always looking for ways to improve it. In the past, she served as the chair of the Employee Action Committee, as current president of Wisconsin State with Wisconsin Fire Service Administration Association, and is always thinking of ways to improve the workflow of the fire department and from the administrative side. She continues to go to training to benefit the fire department and herself. One such example, she took Firefighter 1 certification to get a better understanding of the knowledge of firefighting. Andrea is one of those exclusive workers who can constantly stay busy with her assignments and will turn in the right direction without any pause. And that, for her, her office is always like she'll be in the middle doing something and someone will be coming in and she's there to fix it or answer the questions at that time. She's accurate, she's professional in all that she's done. Is always looking to meet the needs of the citizens, either through the ones that will call and ask about billing questions or just something that will be going on with the fire department that day. Andrea is a great asset to the fire department, the city of Watertown, and the community, and she does a great job representing the city of Watertown and the fire department. She exceeds expectations in all that she does, and I'm so happy that she's here with the fire department, and has always been, been working on all her responsibilities and about, with her job description and everything else that's been tasked with her. We're so lucky to have you, dedicated and a gifted person to do so. Let's all congratulate Andrea on 10 years. The next I have here is Scott Tralkamp, celebrating 30 years of experience. I'd like to thank Scott for his 30 years of service with the Watertown Fire Department. When Scott came on board with the Watertown Fire Department, it was going through a major change in EMS. The fire department was working on upgrading the paramedic service, and in '93 that upgrade came into being, and Scott was there every step of the way. He's our most tenured employee and has been an asset in training many firefighter paramedics that have come to Watertown during his time here. He's been willing to take on time to mentor other members. He's able to voice concerns in the department to make it a better place. Scott has also worked for Flight for Life in the past and has also been a member of the Dodge County Thames unit. Scott's experience and knowledge has allowed him to excel in his chosen field, and he has faced many calls that with his speed and efficiency in patient care have led to good outcomes. Scott has been around many fire scenes and has been part of many historic events in the city of Watertown over the past 30 years. Scott is someone that you would want taking care of you when the rest of the world is falling around you is falling to pieces, and that he will remain calm and composed and provide the care that is needed. I appreciate Scott for his service to the community, his years of service, and his input. Let's congratulate Scott for his many years of service.
Well, it must be a testament to our firefighters and fire department staff that we're honoring tonight, because this might be the first time that you guys have made it through an entire presentation without getting a call. So must be because it was for Scott and Andrea. But in all honesty, Scott was one of the first firefighters that I met before I even had this job, and he asked me a lot of hard questions, and I'll never forget it. And I know that the questions were for the betterment of this department and the service that we provide. And obviously, Andrea is just an incredible wealth of resource and knowledge, and really keeps the wheels in motion all the time over there. So I'm very thankful to both of you for the service that you've provided for so many years to this community. So thank you. Do you have anybody else? Is that everybody? Should we do a few more while we're here? Anyone else want to come up? Just kidding. All right, thank you, guys. Let's see, let's move on then to our COVID-19 update. I'm going to turn it over to Carol in just a moment. And then we will see Mr. Pash is here. All right, Carol, can you see that okay?
Good evening, everyone. So I'm going to go through our statistics, and I just have one correction on there as well. But to date, we've had 4,592 total confirmed cases. We currently have 280 active confirmed cases. And in the last 5 days, we've had over 400 active cases. That next sentence, I didn't update that, I apologize. We have 916 total probable cases to date, and as of today, we have 128 active probable cases. We have 315 open contact investigations, and we have had, currently we have 3.83% of our confirmed cases are hospitalized, and we've had 61 deaths to date. The next graph is just for the current year, 2022, and age groups, as age groups are affected differently, as I've been reporting all along. We're currently seeing the age group 10 to 19 years of age being most impacted. We have the most confirmed cases in that age group, as well as the most probable cases in that age group. And then you can see the other age groups that are really quite far behind that particular age group. The 20 to 29-year-olds, where we've seen active disease, and the 30 to 39-year-olds, those have been the previous higher age groups that we've seen before 2022. We'll go on to the next slide. So I'll just update you on vaccines. To date, the health department has given 5,156 first doses, 4,572 second doses. We've given 17 additional doses and 1,033 booster doses for a total of 10,777 total doses of vaccine. You can see here the vaccine rates for the city of Watertown compared to the state of Wisconsin. So Wisconsin residents, 62.7% of Wisconsin residents have received a first dose, while only 50.5% of Watertown residents have received a first dose. 58.7% of Wisconsin residents are fully vaccinated, while only 47.8% of Watertown residents are fully vaccinated. And then I pulled out some statistics on percent of confirmed cases. Again, confirmed case is a PCR positive case that are fully vaccinated. And fully vaccinated means that a person has received the first 2 doses of a Pfizer or Moderna, or 1 dose of the J&J. So of all of our confirmed cases, currently, as of yesterday, 13.74% of them had 2 doses of Pfizer or Moderna, or 1 dose of J&J. So over 85% are not up to date with their vaccines. Then the next column of the, again, from yesterday, percent confirmed cases that were fully vaccinated, that were hospitalized, we had 9.66% of our hospitalized were fully vaccinated. So that means that 90% of our hospitalized were not fully vaccinated. Again, confirmed deaths that were fully vaccinated, 9.84%. And then the next two columns are confirmed cases that were up to date on their vaccine, and that means that they had received the booster if they were eligible. So of all the confirmed cases, 1.4% of those individuals were up to date with their vaccine, meaning they had had the booster. And then with hospitalized cases, we have no individuals hospitalized that have received the booster vaccine. And then we have also had no deaths of an individual who has received the booster vaccine or being up to date on their vaccine. I know there's a lot of information on this slide, but I just wanted to present it, and if there are any questions. Last week, the CDC and DHS, Wisconsin DHS, adopted shortened isolation and quarantine for individuals who had either no symptoms, if they were tested positive, or if they had symptoms resolving. Individuals could be returned to school or to work after 5 days with wearing a mask for the additional 5 days. Again, that's for individuals who had no symptoms or their symptoms were resolving and they had no fever. And then the definition for quarantine also changed to 5 days. So if an individual is not having any symptoms, and if they were unvaccinated, they hadn't had a recent infection, and they were exposed to someone who was a confirmed case, they could stay home for 5 days, and if they didn't develop any symptoms, and it's encouraged for them to get a test at day 5, they could return to work or to school on day 6 wearing a mask for the additional 5 days. And then we can go to the next slide. This also was recently updated. The CDC over the weekend provided more clarity on face mask and face coverings, and giving a little bit of definition in the amount of protection that an individual would get if they wore no mask, if they had a cloth face mask, surgical mask, or a high filtration mask like an N95 or a KN95. And you can see that the most protection is provided by a N95 or a KN95. We do know that getting vaccinated and wearing masks does provide protection for individuals if there's an exposure. And that is it. Are there any questions?
All right. I am seeing no questions, Carol. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all very much. Thank you.
I'm just checking to see, Alderperson Pash, are you on? I see a Tom. Okay. I think what we'll do is hold our employee recognition for Alderperson Pash to our next meeting. I don't think I need to take a motion to table on that one, considering it's just under communications and recommendations. I'll just add it again. If we can make a note to just add it to our next agenda. We have no new business, so let's go to the accounts payable.
Madam Mayor, I move we pay all accounts payable.
Motion by Bromline.
Second.
By Wetzel. Discussion on the accounts? Questions on the accounts? Sherry?
Bromline?
Aye.
Cash? Gone. Went? Aye. Britton?
Abstain.
Bartz?
Aye.
Slick?
Aye.
Wagner? Aye. Schmidt?
Aye.
Wetzel?
Aye.
Very good. We have reports of miscellaneous business. You have the Airport Commission from December 8th, Historic Preservation and Downtown Design from November 17th, the Housing Authority of November 18th, the Library Board of November 11th, the Payroll Summary of December 15th to December 28th, the Tourism Commission from January 13th, and Transit Commission from November 16th. Does anybody have any comments or questions on any of those minutes or reports? All right, we have no ordinances. Let's go to resolutions. The first is Exhibit 9330. This is a resolution to approve change order number 1 for the final 2021 pavement marking contract with Century Fence. This is here from Alderman Wetzel and Public Works.
I'll move for 9330.
Motion by Wetzel, second by Romline. Discussion or questions? We're going to be taking a lot of rolls. So go for it, Jerry.
Wetzel,
Aye.
Fromline,
Aye.
Went. Aye. Britton,
Aye.
Bartz,
Aye.
Licht,
Aye.
Wagner. Aye. Schmidt.
Aye.
All right, let's go to Exhibit 9331. This is a resolution to approve change order number 2 for the final 2021 crack sealing and seal coating contract with Scott Construction. This is also here from Alderman Wetzel and Public Works.
I'll move to approve Exhibit 9331.
Motion by Britton, second by Bartz. Questions on this one?
Explanation on the increase?
I believe Jane Ellen's is online unless anyone from, Jane Ellen, are you available online?
Yes. What was the question?
Just for an update on what the increase was for the crack sealing and seal coating with Scott Construction.
Oftentimes, we give them a quantity that they are to fulfill for crack sealing, and sometimes in order to get it done, they use a little bit more than what was expected. I don't have the change order in front of me, but I'm assuming it was just quantities as measured in the field.
Okay. Anything else to add, Mr. Bartz?
I believe this is for change order number 2, which is actually a reduction.
Reduction or an increase? Because one,
Yeah, it says to reduce the contract by $8,800 to the final price of $41.
yeah, the one line says increase the contract by $126,000, which is what I was asking about. Under the whereas. Unless they're just an administrative error.
I think change
Sorry,
order
I
1
was
is
on
already,
Century. Thank you. Yep, change order 1 was for 126, change order 2 is to reduce the contract by $39,000.
Yeah, so that means that administrative typo because it reads under number 1 under the number 2 change order, so we get that changed administratively.
Change order 1 was an increase, change order 2 is the decrease.
change order 1 happened when approved
We already
already.
did that one.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, and that one shows as a decrease, which is throwing me off, that's why I'm asking. Because it doesn't have because it's missing a line then.
So I'm reading change order 1, which we already passed, increase the contract by $126,000.
Right, but that doesn't show up on my copy under the change order. Because it shows up under the second one, that's what I'm,
So we,
yeah, that's what it's just an administrative thing at that point, but I just want to make sure it's,
I'm not sure what the administrative thing is, so we
Yes.
already did change order 1
right,
at a previous meeting.
yeah.
Oh, don't walk here.
Yeah, so like that shows a reduction there, but then what you're showing,
This one is with Scott Construction?
Yeah.
The first one was with Century Fence.
yes. So it doesn't show, it just shows a reduction here, not an increase.
The first
And then the increase is on this line here.
Yeah, so 2 separate resolutions with 2 different vendors, so we restart the change order numbering. So it's going to read, change order 1 will read for Century Fence, and then we'll also have a change order 1 for Scott Construction. So as it varies by the vendor, the change order numbering restarts, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, because the first one just shows reduction. Reduce the contract by 8,000.
Yep, for Century Fence.
Yeah, and then the second one shows an increase as 126,000.
Right, 2 separate vendors, though.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying. So the renumbering of change order 1, think of it like you're going to have a change order 1, and then Alderman Wetzel's going to have a change order 1, and then Alderman Romline will have a change order 1 if they're 3 different vendors.
Okay, so the second change order, is that an increase or decrease? Because,
The second one for Scott Construction, which was what we're approving tonight, is a decrease. We're reducing the contract by $39,000 after they completed their final measurements in the field.
okay, it just
Spectrum, internet, please.
Jane Ellen, I don't know if you were talking to me.
No, sorry, I've
That's what
got to mute myself. I'm trying to get onto the internet, and my new computer is just not cooperating.
I know, that's okay. Just, if you have to chat with anyone,
Okay.
just try to mute yourself, because I don't want to mute you, but are we solid?
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, very good.
it just reads weird, that's why I was asking.
Any other questions? All right, Sherry.
Britton,
Aye.
Bartz,
Aye.
Licht,
Aye.
Wagner. Aye. Schmidt,
Aye.
Wetzel.
Aye.
Fromline,
Aye.
Went. Aye.
All right, now we're going to go to Exhibit 9332. This is a resolution to approve the first change order for the sidewalk curb and gutter contract with Renhack Construction, and this one's here from Alderman Wetzel and Public Works.
I'll move for 9332.
Thank you. Motion by Wetzel, second by Romline. So same Same thought process here. This is the first change order for this particular contract with this vendor, and this one will increase the contract price by $3,188 after final measurements in the field, which we do, this is par for the course. We do these every year. Questions on this one? Sherry?
Wetzel,
Aye.
Rumline,
Aye.
Went,
Aye.
Britton,
Aye.
Bartz,
Aye.
Licht,
Aye.
Wagner. Aye. Schmidt.
Aye.
All right, Exhibit 9333 is the resolution to approve change order number 1 for the final 2021 Bituminous servicing contract with Wolf Paving. This is again here from Alderman Wetzel in Public Works.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. Motion by Wendt, second by Licht. Questions on this one? Sherry?
Went. Aye. Britton.
Aye.
Bartz,
Aye.
Licht,
Aye.
Wagner. Aye. Schmidt.
Aye.
Wetzel,
Aye.
Rumline.
Aye.
Next is Exhibit 9334. This is a resolution to approve change order number 2 for the final 2021 Air Park Drive LRIP contract with Wolf Paving, again from Alderman Wetzel, Public Works.
We'll go with this one.
Motion by Rumline,
Second.
second by Wetzel. Questions? Sherry?
Rumline,
Aye.
Went. Aye. Britton.
Aye.
Bartz.
Aye.
Licht,
Aye.
Wagner. Aye. Schmidt.
Aye.
Wetzel.
Aye.
All right, next is Exhibit 9335. This is a resolution to unrestrict and release fund balance from capital projects, Carriage Hill Path, Health Foundation Grant Reserve Account. This is here from me and the Finance Committee.
I'll move to approve Exhibit 9335.
Thank you.
second that.
Motion by Ritten, second by Wagner. Questions on this one? Sherry?
Britton.
Aye.
Bartz,
Aye.
Licht,
Aye.
Wagner. Aye. Schmidt.
Aye.
Wetzel,
Aye.
Rumline.
Aye.
Went. Aye.
All right, next is Exhibit 9336. This is a resolution to amend the 2022 budget to transfer fund balance from Carriage Hill Drive Health Foundation Grant Reserve Account to the Seawall Reserve Account. This is here from me and the Finance Committee.
Move to approve.
Thank you. Motion by
second.
Wagner, second by Schmidt. Discussion or questions? Sherry?
Wagner. Aye. Schmidt.
Aye.
Wetzel.
Aye.
Rumline. Went. Aye. Britton.
Aye.
Bartz.
Aye.
Licht.
Aye.
All right, and then next is Exhibit 9337. This is the resolution to approve change order number 1 for the final plaza demolition project with Yankee General Contractors, again from me and the Finance Committee.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. Motion by Wendt.
Second.
Second by Ritten. Questions? So what we've just done is unrestricted money, move the money in the budget, now we're paying the bill. That is really municipal finance at its best. Question, other questions? Sherry?
Went. Aye. Britton.
Aye.
Bartz.
Aye.
Licht.
Aye.
Wagner. Aye. Schmidt.
Aye.
Wetzel.
Aye.
Rumline.
Aye.
All right, let's go to Exhibit 9338. This is a resolution to support the TAP grant funding for the South Church Street Shared Use Path. This is here from me and the Finance Committee.
So moved.
Thank you. Motion by Wetzel, second by Romline. Questions on this one? Sherry?
Wetzel.
Aye.
Rumline.
Aye.
Went. Aye. Britton.
Aye.
Bartz.
Aye.
Licht.
Aye.
Wagner. Aye. Schmidt.
Aye.
Next is Exhibit 9339. This is the resolution to support the TAP grant funding for the North 4th Street Shared Use Path. This is again me and the Finance Committee.
I'll make the motion to approve Exhibit 9339.
Thank you. Motion by Ritten, second by Licht. Questions on this one? Sherry?
Britton.
Aye.
Bartz.
Aye.
Licht.
Aye.
Wagner. Aye. Schmidt.
Aye.
Wetzel.
Aye.
Rumline.
Aye.
Went. Aye.
Next is Exhibit 9340. This is the resolution to sell city property located at 756 Nelson Lane in the city and Dodge County to Jamie Miller. This is here from Alderman Licht and Park, Rec, and Forestry.
I'll move for 9340.
Thank you. Motion by Licht, second by Bartz. Questions or comments on this one? Mr. Wetzel?
I know where this property is. Why are we selling it? Just because
Yeah.
it's landlocked or it's waterlocked or?
A couple of reasons that jump out at me, and then I'm happy to have any additions. Parts of it are in a floodplain and not developable. We have a decent amount of crime in the area. We have enough park maintenance the way it is.
Those are the main reasons. A neighbor wants to buy it and take care of it. It can't be used for anything. We can't do anything
We
with
probably
it.
should have never accepted it.
Yes.
That's donate.
Randy's online if he wants to add, but I think that's it, Bob.
Good.
Any other questions or comments? Anything else, Randy? Okay. We have to take the roll on that one.
Okay, Licht,
Aye.
Wagner. Aye. Schmid,
Aye.
Wetzel,
Aye.
Romline.
Aye.
Went. Aye. Britton,
Aye.
Barth.
Aye.
Next is comments and suggestions from citizens present. Seeing none, I would look for a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Motion by Romline, second by Schmid. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? We're adjourned at 7:30. Thanks, everybody. For Alderperson Cash.